The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of...
Turning it on! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Looking for room. It's Long. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To throw, it's Carr. The quick out. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, number one, he said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle, it's Washington. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Finds a tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then an offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Grab near the sticks. It's Fields. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. You'll get some water and celebrate.
He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last two drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on third down, that's what's going to happen.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Dribbling. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch.
Makes the catch on the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air, it's Carr. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Love. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Inside the 40.
Well, that's something you don't see very, very often. The guy breaks out, looks like it's going to be a long play, maybe even a touchdown. Defense able to get the takeaway at the end, David. I wonder now if you're the offense jogging out in the field, I wonder if this is like a shot opportunity to take advantage of the momentum swing.
You see it all the time. You create that momentum on defense or because of a big play, and then you go out and try to capitalize on it. Nice job by the defense, not quitting on the play. It looked like it was going to the house, but because you kept playing, now you're giving your offense a chance to go on the field and do some damage.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Rebels! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. On the set. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines like, listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of him. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The toss to the outside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give to the left. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Turns on the Jets. Past the 10. Touchdown, Irish. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Throws to the back. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. Turns it on in midfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. He lofts one down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking for space. It's Lacey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The play action fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's open on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They want that clock to run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
No good. Guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the move, it's Love. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Illinois is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 28 over Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. A strike downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Makes the grab. It's Love.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
To the air, it's Carr. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Oh, look out, the ball's free.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. After this, it'll be a wrap. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.